What is happening, YouTube? How y'all doing today? My name is Joe, just your average Joe, hanging out in the garage, getting ready to pull some orders. Well, actually, I already pulled some orders, so going to cover orders with you guys. Not a whole lot happening on eBay again. We got some comments to go over from the previous video that we'll touch on, and also a shipping update that's come out from the post office. So if you haven't heard about that, we're going to cover that as well. So a lot to go over. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel. Again, my name is Joe, just your average Joe. This is all raw and unedited. It's how we do things around here. So hopefully you enjoy the channel. I've been reselling on eBay for over 8 years full time, and I've been buying and selling on eBay since 2000. So I've done a lot of business on eBay, been through a lot of different situations. So if I can help with anything, make sure you drop a comment, and I'll make sure to address it live on my next video, kind of like we're doing here with these comments. So definitely like to hear from you guys, and like to help with anything that I can. That's kind of partly why I've started doing this as well. Is anything I can do to help or share, drop some nuggets along the way to help you guys along your journey. And then also point out some things that I could do better. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. And we do this pretty much Monday through Friday. Every once in a while, well, unless I don't have a sale or sales, then I won't jump on. But as long as I got sales happening, every once in a while, you'll see me on a Saturday showing off some of the things I picked up for yard sales. So I do that from time to time as well. But anyway, most of it is just really answering y'all's questions, showing off what's sold, and just kind of talking about eBay a little bit. So first thing is, let's go over some comments. So first thing is Mark says a small AC unit. So Mark had mentioned about a split back, I think it is. I didn't know what that was. So it's small AC unit. Mark, I don't think that's going to work too well in my garage, just because it's such a large space. So, I mean, it might help a little bit, but I don't think it's going to help much. And then I can't open and close the garage door like this. I'd have to keep that door closed all the time if I get an AC unit in here. So probably not ideal, but you never know. Maybe one day, maybe one day. I just got to get out here packing earlier in the day instead of waiting so long. That's really what I need to do. Be out here by 10, 8, 9-ish, be done by 10-ish. It doesn't get too hot yet. Right now it's already 12:30 and I'm starting to sweat. And so, yeah, it's another hot one today. But Jesus says, hey, Average Joe, thank you for the What Sold on eBay video or episode. I greatly appreciate it. Congrats and continued success. Can't wait to see the unboxing collection. Cheers, mate. Yes, me too. I'm anxious to get that. So for folks that don't know, I actually have another business that I sell football memorabilia, mainly autographed football helmets on Facebook Live. Our group is called BTG East Coast. So a buddy, well, he's not really a buddy, but a guy that's been hanging out in my room for quite a while, hit me up because I put a post up for PlayStation 5 trade for your retro games. I have that on Marketplace, I have that on my personal page, and I have that in my group, my Facebook group. So he ended up messaging me and saying, hey, I don't really need the PS5, but would you do a football helmet, autographed football helmet? I'm looking for AJ Brown Eagles or Sam Laporta Lions. And I'm like, yeah, we can work that out. So we ended up working out a deal. I got him a AJ Brown helmet, football helmet, and some cash, and he's sending me. So I shipped that out to him today. He's shipping me his childhood collection, which is a Super Nintendo, N64, Game Gear, and 2 Game Boys, and some games for every one of them. So pretty good pickup. So we'll go over that when I get it, probably Wednesday-ish. Whenever I get that, we'll go over that and kind of unbox that with you guys and show all that off, all the games and systems and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get that too, Jose, or Jesus. Next one is Kurt. Kurt says, yo, Average Joe. Mini Split is the AC unit that hangs on the wall and has a small condenser outside. Yeah, like I said, I'm familiar. It's the ones that kind of hang, and then it's got the port for the outside. It does the, I guess, condenser or the port for the exhaust or whatever. I don't know how well that would cool this large of a room. I'm cheap, and I probably wouldn't want to pay for that either. And when I can just get up a little earlier, or not get up earlier, I get up early, 7:30, 8 o'clock or so. I'm typically up, but I just got to get out here earlier and do my videos and pull my orders and pack my stuff early in the morning instead of waiting until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's that. And yes, you do need one. I need Sega Model 1 we discussed. So I need a Sega Model 1 to test the Sega CD. Well, luckily I'm getting one. That's the other thing that's coming in the bundle. Sega Model 1 is coming in that bundle too. So I can certainly test that thing finally. Hope you have a good luck on garage sales tomorrow. Do you guys have yard sales on Thursdays? I know you have said you usually go on Fridays, but most sales start on Thursdays in Michigan. I wish we had Thursday sales. Estate sales will start on Thursdays, but yard sales, you might have a handful on Friday, like less than 5 normally. Like this morning was 2. Now there might be more that are posted during the day, but typically by then my day's already going and I'm not going to go back out because people may post them later on, like 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. They might post that they're out at doing a yard sale. But if they haven't posted it Thursday night or early Friday morning, I don't see them. I don't go to them. But again, there's typically only a handful because after the fact, it's only like a handful typically that may show up. Normally it's on, most of ours happen on Saturdays. Now you will have some families that do Saturday, Sunday sales and some that do Friday, Saturday sales. So again, not to say you won't have a Friday or Sunday sale, but 90% of what's happening is popping off on a Saturday. Outside of that, it might be 10% on a Friday and a Sunday. I will also add to this. This is another thing that you guys may not know. Marketplace has shut down the ability to post yard sales. So if you put a customer that I went to last week had turned me on about it, and it was like, what? No, it still has the option for yard sale. She said, no, it doesn't. She said it'll still post in the groups, but it won't be on Marketplace. So I was like, huh. So my wife actually was doing a sale, and we kind of, our thrift store is kind of like a yard sale store. Cheap, real good prices on everything. And so we listed as inside yard sale store and things like that, or inside yard sale stuff, to post it on Marketplace. Never had problems. Well, my wife just posted one a couple days ago for this weekend, and hers got taken down. So she just made like a little template that said yard sale that was able to stay. But if you put yard sale or garage sale in your listing now, from what I understand, there's not even an option to do it anymore. There used to be, but there's not anymore. And it'll take it off of Facebook or Marketplace now. Again, it'll stay in the groups that you posted in, assuming the group admins approve it. But Marketplace is taking those down. So that's going to make things, I've wondered why the past few weeks I've seemed like there's been less sales, less yard sales than normal. And that's starting to make sense now. So if you haven't picked up on that or noticed that or knew about that, that is something to think about. So you may want to add yourself to more Facebook groups that are like local yard sale groups or buy, sell, trade groups. That's a lot of times where people will post those things. And obviously now with Marketplaces taking them down, not to say you won't see them on Marketplace, but they are taking a lot of them down because it's technically against their terms of service now or whatever. So their AI is going through and will take some of those down depending what your verbiage is on it. So again, if you, like me, if you're not seeing as many sales that you're used to seeing, it's probably because they're being taken down, which means you have to go into the groups and search the groups for yard sales now. And so they pop up more in there now, which is crazy. But that's so sharing that. Hopefully that, if you've already identified that, and let me know. If you didn't know, let me know. If I'm missing something on that, let me know. But anyway, yeah. So there's that. The next thing is Justin says, thanks for sharing. Sold 2 items yesterday, total of $120. Well, dude, that's your average sales price is good for $120 for 2 items. Listed another 14, mostly retro items. Nice. I like it. Justin, you got to drop your store, man. I'd like to take a look at it. I posted, I think, 4 things yesterday. Yeah, I think 4 things yesterday. So sold like 3 things. So anyway, appreciate you guys leaving comments. Thank y'all once again. And so the thing I wanted to address on shipping. So my buddy sent this to me. I had no idea. I don't really keep up with stuff, but my buddy sent this to me. So this is what's changing with USPS. So July 1st, here's what's changing. Ground Advantage is increasing by up to $2.11. Weight-based Ground Advantage for shipments that weigh more than 1 pound are increasing by $2.11 or by up to $2.11, mostly in the 1 to 5 pound range. Weight-based Ground Advantage shipments less than 1 pound are increasing by up to 33 cents for zones 6 through 8. Ground Advantage cubic rates are increasing by up to $1.67. Priority mail is also increasing, and also is medium mail by up to 56 cents. And signature confirmation is increasing by 20 cents. So quite a few things happening there. What's going to affect me or us for resellers, especially for eBay, is Ground Advantage. I would say that's probably what most folks are using now is Ground Advantage. So it is going to go up a little bit. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you know, I don't have to go in and change anything because my stuff is set by dimension, weight, and location. So, or calculated, basically, is calculated is what it does. So it's going to automatically pass those extra costs to the customer, unfortunately. So, you know, that's unfortunate, but it's across the board. No matter if you're selling or not, all rates are going up for shipping. So there's that. So if you weren't made aware, didn't know, now you know. I'm sure you can find more information on that on the USPS website, but that's actually where that came from. That screenshot my buddy sent me. So if you want to know more, jump on there, and you'll, I'm sure, be able to get more information on it. But there's that. So there's what's changing. So we'll probably put that as our title of USPS rates changing. Check it out, and you know, try to get some folks in here and see what's happening and see how we do. But let's go over sales, and that's pretty much it for the day. This will be a little bit shorter video than normal. One thing I do want to say also real quick before we go over sales, I am starting to really hate, and this is, I use this word, I don't use this word often unless I really dislike something. I am really starting to hate Nintendo's NES consoles. Why? Well, I've always had a problem with getting them to work if they don't work. I've replaced 72-pin connectors probably 6 or 7 times. It's only worked for me once. I just sold the NES that was working. When I tested it, the customer got it, said it's blinking red light, it's not working. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just got another one in, was it 4 days ago? Wasn't working. I replaced the 72-pin connector, still not working. I'm starting to really hate Nintendo. Out of all the systems I tinker with and fix, clean, and get, Nintendo's are probably the worst, the absolute worst. Right behind Nintendo's are OG Xboxes, because the CD discs, CD drives, 9 times out of 10 don't read the discs anymore. So I would say right behind NES is an OG Xbox. That's my experience. Let me know in your experience. But I'm gonna say from now on, when I get an NES, I'm gonna be straight up like, unless you can show me it's working, I'm not interested. Like, not even gonna mess with NESs anymore. I'll do the games still, but I'm not gonna mess with NESs anymore. They just, I haven't looked up. I think if you still get the blinking red light after the 72-pin connector, and I could be wrong. Y'all let me know, folks that know. The next thing that could be wrong from there is something on the board, right? Or the video part of the board or something like that, I think is the next culprit of what could be the problem. I'm not getting into soldering and doing all that kind of stuff. Now, if I miss something, because I haven't looked up what the next issue could be in a while, I'm just kind of going off the top of my head on what I recall I may have read when I was researching it. And so I believe that's what the next issue is. I could just do it myself and do my own research. But hey, I'm going to let y'all drop a comment if any of y'all are experts there and let me know. If not, if I don't get no replies, then I'll look it up and, you know, but I'm pretty sure that's the next option or the next thing that could be wrong. And again, I'm not messing with any of that kind of stuff. So unless it happens to be an easy fix, then maybe I'll revisit it. But at this point, I think I'm just hanging my hands up and saying, you know what? I'm done with Nintendo. NES Nintendo. Done. Not messing with them no more unless it's 100% working. I'm not going to mess with them no more. So there's that. Because I got a return coming. And the one I just got that I already had a bundle. I had the gun. In fact, I showed you guys. I had the gun I grabbed for my thing. I had the controllers. I got some games with it. It was all a nice bundle for $150 again that I was going to put up, because they sell for about $150 for a bundle like that, and it don't work. So I just put it up for parts and repair. I replaced the 72-pin connector. Still didn't work. I'm not messing with it. It went up for parts and repair for $40, and we'll see what happens. So I got offers already for 30, but I'm going to hold off 35. I sent counters for 35, so I'm not going to go less than 35 on it. But yeah, so there's that. I hate NESs. So all right, let's go over some sales. Didn't have a lot of sales. Only 4 items sold. So the first thing that sold was a Leatherman. I've already pulled these items because this is the second time I'm doing this video now, because my mic wasn't on. My mic's on right now. So Leatherman. If you don't know anything about Leathermans, they're pretty good. If you can pick them up for a couple bucks, it's worth it. Even if you get the ones that are only like $15, it's still worth it for a couple bucks. But sometimes they go up into $100+ for some of these things. So this one went for $35 plus shipping on that one. Next thing, also another sleeper. If you don't know, now you know. The character Wii U remotes. If you got any of these, they're worth a pretty penny. They made them in like Peach, Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Yoshi, and Toad, I believe. $48 plus, or $47 plus shipping on this one. $47 plus shipping. So there's that. I also have Bowser. Bowser goes for more. I got him up for like $70 plus shipping. Somebody may offer me 60 and I'll take it. But yeah, Bowser goes for a little bit more. But yeah, keep an eye on those. That's a sleeper right there. That's a good. If you end up seeing like a Wii bundle, Wii U bundle, and you see those remotes in with it, grab it, because those remotes alone are like $50. The next thing that sold was an NES Advantage. Talking about Nintendo, but yeah, NES Advantage. This was tested and works. Went for $19 plus shipping. And then the last thing that sold was Lamborghini N64 for $8 free shipping on that one. $8 free shipping. So we had 4 items for $140.47. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So $140.47. That's with taxes and everything. So I'm gonna get this stuff packed up and out for my mail lady because I'm running behind. So that's it for the day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Enjoy your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, if I don't see you tomorrow, that means I probably had a pretty bad Saturday. If I see you tomorrow, then I probably had a pretty good Saturday yard sale. So, but that's all I got for you guys. We will see you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe. If you enjoy anything that you've seen or got a little bit of information out of this video, make sure you subscribe. And again, I'll address your comments live on the next video. So I'll drop them in comments, and we'll see y'all. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot and getting sweaty. We'll see y'all on the next one. Later, everybody.